All right, we're here for round one of our Aetherdrift Mega Draft. We're going to be watching Michael M, who is in his very first top eight here with us. Unfortunately, he did have to mulligan his hand with absolutely not a single land in it, and now he's seeing a one lander. So off to a rough
Ooh.
start here. First match of the top eight up against Aaron B, and we saw him. He had the Selesnya deck with like quite a few powerful rares there at the top end. Though, so they were all like pretty expensive, or a couple of them were expensive, but he has some really powerful cards that can go over the top. What's his hand looking like
He
over
also
there?
had to mulligan a one lander. His hand's not bad though. He's got armored kin collar, the 3/3 dino. He's got a pothole mole. He's got a visionary augmenter, which is a fabricator, and he has a removal spell in run over and one more land to play right now.
Yeah, and I will say we did mention Michael was pretty like enjoying the draft. He was pretty good about taking low drop creatures, and that's going to benefit him here on this mulligan to five because he can cast everything. So he's going to have stuff to do for the next few turns. He has the Refueler, the Elvish Refueler. He has the Hornbash Mentor, the one that puts a trample counter, and a Die Young to kill off something, and a Forest. So he put a land and a Defossilize on the bottom earlier. So he just has stuff to do.
But funnily enough, this Thespian is like kind of great against what Aaron's got. He's got a 3/3. He's got this 2/3. He doesn't want to trade him for a 3/1.
Yeah, and this thing can get larger as well.
He did
This
draw a collision course for the turn. He's gonna probably fabricate a 1/1 here to try and block,
you get
maybe
two one
two
ones.
1/1s. Even better.
Yeah. Of note, the Thespian can get a +1 counter, so it would trade for the Augmenter or two tokens. Uh, the Hornbash is expensive though. I believe it's 3 mana to use. But I mean, as soon as next turn, he might be tempted to start using it.
Oh, we drew a bomb. We
Okay.
can't cast it till turn 7, but it's an ancient Imperiosaur.
Well, you can play that much earlier. It has Convoke. You can play it right now.
Oh, guess what? We're
It's going
casting it
to
right
be
now.
an absolute gigantic creature that Michael
And we have
he needs to draw removal immediately.
yeah, so we also have run over in hand, so we can kill anything with that. And collision course. Now with our 5 creatures on board, we'll kill pretty much anything.
Yeah, so Augmenter, I believe, is base 6/6, but it gets two counters for each creature.
Yeah,
So he's
this
playing out
is
14/14 and it has Ward 2. Um,
yeah. We're thinking if we want to kill something right now or not.
what a way to start your top eight here, facing down a turn 5, 14/14, trample Ward 2, and your opponent has four other creatures.
It's fine. That dead weight will shrink it to a 12/12.
Okay, so he's drawn a Daring Demolition. He
Oh,
does need a sixth land, so he is gonna it's gonna be a pain in the
I
future.
don't think he can jump through it. I don't know that he can because we have so much removal that
Yeah.
trample's going to trample.
No, he can he can pray for a land next turn to that will allow him to potentially keep playing the game. Because yeah, this Imperiosaur, I think this is like when people think of Mom, they think of like cards like this that just come down and just completely warp the game in a way that is so hard to come back from.
All right. This makes the collision course a little worse, but we can still kill anything 4 or less.
Yeah. So he's going to pay one energy. He does have one energy left over, but I don't think he has much to do with one energy. Yeah. So he's going to either put a counter on his Refueler or on his Thespian. But
Oh, bad news for Michael. We drew a survivor's bond, so if you kill the Imperial Swords, uh, probably coming back.
I imagine he would be tempted to bring it back. Yes, I would be too. Yeah, he just has to take 14 here and hope for a land. I mean, land lets him keep playing. No land won't do it.
We're playing the Kin Collar. We're holding up. I think these are instants.
Collision Course
Run
is
over and
a
collision course.
sorcery. Runover is an instant.
Yeah, so we're holding up run over.
So he did gain 3 life even from that kin collar.
Mm-hmm.
So this demolition says we get to keep playing the game here, which is always nice.
There's a chance, right? There's a chance now.
Yeah, I mean, his board can block his opponent's board, but you did say he has a couple of interactive spells.
Yeah, he's got 2 removal spells. He can kill 2 of these creatures if he wants to, which means that he's taken 4 on the crackback if we want to use everything.
Yeah, so he's doing this.
We're casting run over.
In the meantime, he's gonna run over something with this dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. Probably not the thespian. I don't know that I want to give him a scry, but he'll probably get it on blocks anyway.
Yeah, that thespian's gonna end up in the graveyard before it's all said and done. But he did take the 3/3 there. So you can remove
All right, we
something
draw.
else and then get in an attack for 4, I guess.
We did draw a
5.
mountain, so there's something red in the deck.
Can't remember what we saw that was really super appealing in red. We'll see during sideboarding.
Yeah, he can just get back and recast
He
Imperiosaur.
did have the red green Gear Hulk. I don't know
Oh yeah,
if he's going so far as to try and make the double red work, which I guess we'll find out in sideboarding if Michael has also tried to make his double red card work.
we're just getting back Imperiosaur,
Yep.
saying, "All right, can you do it again?"
Yeah, you can cast it right away. It'll be it'll be 14 again, right? You can tap 4
If,
creatures.
if he taps 4, he could leave some open, and
I mean, he's at 20. I don't think he cares
yeah,
to
that's a
do
good
that.
point. Yeah, we're just tapping them all.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. Yeah, Vengeful Rebel here is not going to do the trick. So yeah, this Imperiosaur just demands answers and specific kinds of answers too. And
And it's a bummer because he had the answer, right? He drew his removal spell. He got to 6 lands.
he did what he
But
needed to do, but the multi 5 was harmful, and then getting that Imperiosaur back just closed the door. Yeah, so we'll go to sideboard. I guess we'll see what Aaron's red is for. It might be the Gear Hulk, might be something else.
it is the Gear Hulk.
Yeah.
In the
So Michael, so he originally did not have his Italian, and he immediately sided it in. He immediately brought it in and put in 2 mountains, which I don't think is enough. Mountains. Yeah, so he went for the green black just straight 2-color deck, but is now bringing in the Italian. It seems.
He's bringing it in. That's interesting.
Yeah, I do think 2 mountains is a little ambitious with nothing else that can fix you. Like, he's got ways to find the mountains, but having only 2 means if it gets milled or something like that,
I mean,
it's
Aaron does.
not
He does
casting.
have the Gear Hulk
Yeah,
and two mountains. Yeah, he also has a captivating cave and overgrown pests and pothole mole. So he's got some ways to look for lands too. But similar situation over here. It does have the Galta, the Ajani, the World Ooze. Just lots of strong cards.
yeah. So my thoughts about like putting these cards in, because we're in similar situations, but we're also kind of not in similar situations, because I think Michael needs the power boost that Italia
Yeah, I don't.
gives. I'm not sure
Yeah,
Aaron needs the power boost. Like, we saw his cards are really strong. He has some just
yeah.
cards that come down and are game enders. Like Michael, his only card that I would say fits that description is the Aganosaur, the 8/8. The rest of
And
his
it's also,
cards
he's
don't really close the door, but Aaron has like four or 5 cards that can just slam the door.
Aaron also has very heavy mana restrictions on these cards, though. He's got March of the World Ooze, which is 3
And he's
green.
got
He's
double
got
green, double white.
Galta,
Mhm.
which is double green, double white, and now he has double green, double red. Like, that's tough. And you don't need those 2 reds to take away from what you're trying to do.
Yeah, so interesting that he's starting with that in the deck, and Michael started without it. So he went for the you know a bit a bit more cautious build, and then realizing, okay, after seeing that big dinosaur, I need a power boost. Little does he know the other rares that Aaron has in his deck, but just from that game alone, he said, I need to get more powerful here. So he did end up putting 3 mountains rather than the 2 that he had for a little while. He did decide on a 3rd mountain. which makes it a little more doable. And he does have the mountain here in his starting hand if he keeps it. What's
And
uh,
we're
what's
we're
Aaron
looking
looking for?
at 3 planes,
Oh, he
three
did
white
keep it.
cards, March of the World Ooze. Again, the mana restrictions we were just talking about. He's got an Audacious Infiltrator, Collision Course, Lotus Guard Disciple, and he just drew an All-Tech
Yeah,
Archaeologist.
so we got 5 lands here, and then there was a fifth, there was a sixth and seventh land that just came off the top. So
Oh,
exactly what you don't want to see. His only non-land in hand is the Soul Coil Viper. That's the 3-drop snake that can bring something back. And the rest of
well,
his hand are lands. He does have a mountain, but now another land is starting to spell potential disaster here.
well, here's the thing. We'll see, because Aaron has 2 green cards in hand, no green mana, has a 5-drop and a removal spell.
All right. I mean, Michael has drawn something that may be relevant, which is the sudden spinnerets. So that's a trick he's running in his deck. +1/+3, untap, and a reach counter, I believe, if I'm remembering it correctly.
We did draw a green. We're still 2 green away from World Ooze, which will most likely just end the game if we can get there.
This
We're
isn't.
gonna play our 5-drop.
It's just scry. It's a 5 mana 4/4 scry 3. Oh, I mean, okay.
Put 2 green on top. Find those green lands. There's none. Omnivore, Bushwhacker. Or Brushwag, Almighty
Oh,
Brushwag.
the
We're putting
brushwag you.
putting everything on the bottom.
Scry 3 is like so many.
It's a lot. Um,
uh,
and right now,
yeah.
all Aaron can cast is a Kin Caller and a Collision Course.
Yeah, but we got another land off the top here, so just the most brutal of floods here in this game. He did keep a 5 lander with a dead weight and a 3-drop, which it's not it's defensible, but as soon as you draw 2 or 3 lands above that 5, and he's drawn 4 on top of
Mhm.
that 5, yeah, like 4 of his 5 draws here have been lands, and the other's been a 1 mana trick. So
We're holding back the 4/4 on the attack, it looks like.
he's
I'm
thinking
not
maybe
sure
there's a
why.
trick, but I don't know what. I don't know if he cares that much about his opponent having a trick.
Yeah. But we're now one forest away from playing another bomb that's
Mm,
going to be really hard to deal with.
yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Michael, we see he just isn't able to play things. He has this trick that he hasn't used yet, the reach trick. So I'm wondering if he's not going to use it to try and eat this 2/2. What is he using it for? But because he's not winning combat anytime soon, it's a 4/4. All right, he's got a vengeful rebel here, which this is like the bad scenario. Like this is like the floor of vengeful rebel. 3 mana 3/2 no text.
It's about to get
Which
a lot worse
okay,
because
here
we
comes
drew a
the
forest.
ooze. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna get in for 12 here potentially. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just pretty pretty demoralizing turn of events here for Michael, who just drew four lands out of 6 draws here after keeping a 5 lander. So
Well, I mean that's the game. Michael didn't
yeah,
play wrong. He didn't play poorly. He did nothing wrong. He mulliganed the hands he needed to mulligan. He kept the hands he needed to keep.
yeah,
And
another land off the top here is just gonna basically end it. I mean, he has sudden spinnerets to chump block, but his opponent will get a 6/6 out of it
mhm,
because it's casting a spell
it's
against
on
him.
his turn. Yeah. And
So I don't know if we
we
want
still got
to
it.
do that.
We have a creature and a collision course in hand still. So we got another 6/6 coming, and we can still kill basically anything.
Oh, he okay. Yeah, I think he was maybe intending to do sudden spinnerets on a block, but it wasn't going to be beneficial for him either way. So unfortunately, just the ball to 5 in the first game, the absolute brutal flood here in the second game, uh, means that Aaron B is the winner, and we'll be seeing him in the second round. So congratulations to him. We'll be back a little later for round 2.